Okay, so listen everyone, we are here. So Raj, in the plantations, it is completed, I think so. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Next one, we want to discuss about the conclusion of the non-cooperation movement. Number of points are there related with how the non-cooperation movement is ended. What is the reason behind that? Okay, and why Mahatma Gandhi stopped or called off this non-cooperation movement? Number of reasons are there, and what are the achievements of this non-cooperation movement? Achievements. Okay, so we know that different people, they give different meaning for the term Swaraj. Okay, the peasants, they give another one meaning, and the plantation workers, they give another meaning. Okay, and the tribal people, they give another meaning for the term Swaraj. But we want to understand one thing: almost all the different sections of the society, they accepted the idea of non-violence, okay, and non-cooperation movement too, okay, and they participated in the non-cooperation movement. Okay, the visions of these movements were not defined by the Congress program. They interpreted the term Swaraj in their own ways, imagining it to be a time when all suffering and all trouble will be or would be over there. So basically, the people, okay, or different social groups, they give different meaning for the term Swaraj. We know that already, but basically, they thought about a day. Okay, they dreamt about or dreamt a day where all their suffering and all the troubles would be over. It will finish. They thought like that. Okay, so in the Congress party itself, there are different viewpoints that supported the non-cooperation movement, and a number of leaders, they opposed the non-cooperation movement. Okay, but finally in 1921, we know that Gandhi convinced all the leaders in the Congress party and started the non-cooperation movement with the support of Muslims. Okay, basically we know that the Khilafat movement also cooperated with the non-cooperation movement. Okay, clear or not? Okay, so basically the people imagine, okay, there will be a time when all sufferings and all troubles would be over. That basically made by the Britishers. Who made the trouble here? Who made the trouble for the Indians? Huh?
British.
It is the British people. Yes,
British.
it is the British people. Of course. Okay. So people believed. People thought that one day will come. That day, all our problems will be solved. Okay. Yet, when the tribal chanted the Gandhiji's name and raised slogans demanding Swatantra Bharat. Okay. So everyone is attracted with the ideology of Gandhi, and everyone accepted Gandhi as a leader for the entire country. So they started chanting the name of Mahatma Gandhi, repeatedly saying Gandhi, Gandhi, and Gandhi's rule will help them to escape from all these miseries and troubles that made by the Britishers. Okay. Then they started demanding Swatantra Bharat, independent India. Okay. The people demanded, what the people demanded? Independent India, independent India. They were also emotionally relating to an all India agitation. Okay, the people doing something in the local level also, that is connected with the nationwide movement against the Britishers. Is that clear or not? Okay, there are a number of different groups of people are there in the country. If any one group doing something to get independence, or they are doing something related with the national movement that is connected with, or we are able to connect that movement with all India agitation, the all India movement against the Britishers. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Clear or not? Yes. Okay, when they acted in the name of Mahatma Gandhi or linked their movement to that of the Congress, they were identifying with a movement which went beyond the limits of their immediate locality. That's what I told there. Okay, so the people doing something related with the Mahatma Gandhi and Indian National Congress, if they are doing that activity in their local area, in their own locality, that can be connected with the movement of the Indian National Congress and the national movement against the Britishers. Last point, when they acted in the name of Mahatma Gandhi, if the people doing something in the name of Mahatma Gandhi, or linked their movement to that of the Congress, or linking their activities with the Congress party, they were identifying. So people can understand that, others can understand that the movement which went beyond the limits of their immediate locality. Okay, their movement, the local movements, that is you can see here, went beyond. Okay, not in their locality, but that movement went beyond the limits of their immediate locality. Okay, so everyone, those who are doing something in the name of Mahatma Gandhi, that is commonly we can say that it is connected to the national movement, and it is not a local movement, whatever it is. Okay, so just write down these points. The conclusion of what movements? Non-cooperation movement, non-cooperation movement, the major points. Okay, how people accepted and what is the importance of this non-cooperation movement. Okay, so just note down all these points there. So completed that. These are the major points. Coming to next slide here. Okay, next movement, it is the steps towards civil disobedience. Okay, so in 1922, Mahatma Gandhi called off the movement, non-cooperation movement. He stopped, okay, or called off this non-cooperation movement because we can see that number of social groups and their activities turned into a violent movement related with the peasants movement, related with the tribal movement. Okay, easily we are able to find that the movement that started by Mahatma Gandhi, okay, that turned into a violent movement. Finally, in the state of Uttar Pradesh, there's a clash between the common people and the British police. Common people and the British police. In that clash, okay, what happened there? The people in that locality, they burned a police station in the place called Chauri Chaura. What is that? Chauri Chaura. Write down. You can see that in your textbook also. The Chauri Chaura. Now, Krishna is laughing there. It's not something to eat. Okay. Chauri Chaura, right? That's a nice name. I can keep for an edible good, right? Chauri Chaura, a name of a place it is. Okay. So Chauri Chaura, nearly 22 police persons or policemen killed in that incident. Okay, the burned alive. Okay, clear or not? Okay, so Gandhi came to know that it is out of control. The people, they don't know how to act properly as a proper satyagrahi. They don't know the meaning of the non-violence. Okay, so Gandhi called off the movement in the year 1922. Clear or not? Clear or not? And after, we can say that nearly 8 to 9 years, Gandhi took to start a new movement against the Britishers. In between these two movements, what is that? First movement, it is the non-cooperation movement, started in 1921 and ended in 1922. The next mass movement that was planned by Mahatma Gandhi, it is the civil disobedience movement. Civil disobedience movement. Okay, what do you mean civil disobedience movement? An idea? Do you know what is obedience?
Yes, sir. Not
Obedience.
doing that.
Accepting the rules and regulation, right? We
Yes,
are
sir.
acting as per the rules. Clear? That's that is obedience. Okay. So disobedience means
Not
what is
Not
disobedience?
obedient.
not obeying.
Not accepting the rules and regulation, breaking the rules and regulation. That's what Gandhi's next program. Okay, what is that? Civil disobedience movement. The rules that made by the British government. Okay, Gandhi and his people, they tried to break such rules and regulations. That movement is termed as the civil disobedience movement. They basically started in 1931. All right, clear or not? Sorry, 1930s that movement started, and we will discuss about that, how the civil disobedience movement. So in between 1922 and 1930, number of other things that happened in our country, we want to discuss that too. Clear? Is my voice is clear for you? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, so here it is. Steps towards civil disobedience. Okay, steps towards civil disobedience. You can see here in the year February, 1922, in the month of February, Gandhi withdraw the non-cooperation movement? I already told you what is the reason for that, the sudden reason for that. Okay, the Chauri Chaura incident. Chauri Chaura incident. So write or mark that place in your textbook. Chauri Chaura. It's a place that is important for map pointing. Map pointing. Chauri Chaura. Mark that place. Okay. He felt the current satyagrahis. Okay, the Gandhi felt that the satyagrahis means the people, those who cooperated in the non-cooperation movement, were properly trained and hence turned violent in many places. Okay, so Gandhi felt. Okay, I already told you that there are various reasons are there to stop the non-cooperation movement, in which one it is Gandhi felt that the satyagrahis, those who participated in the non-cooperation movement, they weren't properly trained and hence turned violent in many places. Okay, so satyagrahis, they want to act as per the idea of non-violence, but what happened here? They weren't properly trained, so they turned into violent. Okay, and they become violent in many places. Within the Congress, some leaders were by now tired of mass struggle and wanted to participate in the election. So, number of leaders within the Congress party, within that 1 year, they tired and they already we know that the Congress party they boycotted the council election, but now the Congress party leaders, okay, some of the Congress party leaders, they wanted to join in the council election. They felt that it was important to oppose British policies within the councils. So most of the Indian leaders, okay, many of them believed that it is very important to participate in the council election, because if they wanted to ask questions to the British government, they want to be a part of the council. Okay, then only they can do it. Okay, so they decided will participate in the council election. So they argue for reforms and also demonstrate that these councils were not truly democratic. So some leaders accepted, so demanded that they wanted to participate in the council election, then only they are able to participate in the decision making or discussions of the British government. Okay, clear or not? Then they can say that or they can prove that the British government is not a democratic government. Democratic government. Okay, C.R. Das and Motilal Nehru formed the Swaraj Party within the Congress to argue for return to council politics. Okay, so there are two major leaders of Congress Party of that time. It is C.R. Das and Motilal Nehru. Motilal Nehru. Have you heard about Motilal Nehru?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what is the importance of Motilal Nehru? So major or important leaders of Congress Party of that time. The father of no idea. No idea. Jawaharlal Nehru. Okay. So Motilal Nehru formed the Swaraj Party. So the Swaraj Party was formed by two leaders of the Congress Party of those time. It is C.R. Das and Motilal Nehru. Okay. Swaraj Party within the Congress to argue for a return to council politics. So C.R. Das and Motilal Nehru, they made a new political party within the Congress party and they argued for a return to council election. Okay, they wanted to participate in the council election, then only they can ask questions to the British government. Clear? So these are the major points. 4 points are here. Okay, just read it. Just read it and understand the points. Now write the question. Why Mahatma Gandhi called off non-cooperation movement? Write down the question. How different sections of the people participated in the non-cooperation movement? Okay, and what is the main reason behind their participation? And how they accepted Mahatma Gandhi, how they used the name of Mahatma Gandhi to protest or agitate against the Britishers in India. Okay, So basically, we know that non-cooperation movement is a mass movement against the British. Almost all the different sections of the people, clear? Almost all the different sections of the people participated in the non-cooperation movement. Non-cooperation movement, as we know, the peasants, they participated, the tribal people, they participated, the teachers, headmasters, lawyers, students, everyone, they participated. Okay, finally we studied about how what you can say, the plantation workers also participated. You know that. Okay, then how they participate in that movement. Okay, such kind of things want to learn properly. So today you want to learn this area, I mean the non-cooperation movement properly, and want to study why Mahatma Gandhi called of this movement, what is the reason behind that. Okay, all such things should be learned properly. It's a 5-mark question, 5-mark question, the non-cooperation movement. And there are a number of other questions also are there from this area. Okay, how the non-cooperation movement started in the towns, how the non-cooperation movement started in the countryside, villages, how the peasants participate in the non-cooperation movement, clear? How the plantation workers participate in the non-cooperation movement, clear? Like that, various questions are there from this particular area, non-cooperation movement, clear? Clear?
Yes, sir.
So just read all these things properly, and we will meet in the next class. Thank you, everyone. So after the class, perfectly send your notes to me. Clear? Thank
Thank you,
you.
sir.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.